With flu season in full swing, Pfizer is launching its study of a new vaccine. The shot is a combination of the company's updated bivalent COVID booster and its flu vaccine. Today, Pfizer says the first participant received a dose of that new shot in phase 1 of the trial. It comes amid reports of flu season hitting the U.S. earlier and harder than in the years past. Some experts believe this could be the worst flu season we've seen in a decade. To answer that is our chief health editor, Dr. Partha Nandi, joining us today. And what does the data show regarding positive tests and hospitalizations, Doc?
So, Glenda, the flu is definitely making a comeback this year, which is not good news. I know many patients who are getting infected. As for data, clinical laboratories have recorded more than 9,100 positive tests in the first 3 weeks of the flu season. That's unusually high. And the CDC is estimating, get this, 880,000 flu illnesses and 6,900 hospitalizations so far this year. Those are the highest recorded numbers we've had compared to previous seasons dating back to 2010, 2011. Now, who's getting hospitalized? There are two age groups with high hospitalization rates. The first, which is not surprising, are seniors, and that's because our immune systems tend to weaken as we age, leaving us more vulnerable to flu-related complications. But the other group with high hospitalization rates is young children, which is unusual at this point in the season. However, H3N2 is the viral strain that is currently causing most disease, and it's particularly hard on older adults and young kids.
So, Doc, how many flu-related deaths have been reported so far, and why do you think influenza is spreading and causing high hospitalization rates this year?
Glenda, it's unfortunate, but flu can kill, and people forget that. So far, there have been 360 deaths and 2 reported pediatric flu deaths, 1 in Texas and 1 in South Carolina. As for why is the flu harsher this year? It could be because over the last couple of years, people were not as exposed to the usual viruses because so many of us were home due to the pandemic, right? Plus, many of us were more vigilant when it came to washing our hands, wiping surfaces, wearing masks, and keeping germs away. So we've lost some of our immunity, and many of us are now more susceptible to these viruses. But people will build back their immunity, and a great way to add protection, in my opinion, is getting the flu shot. Flu vaccination has decreased over the past 2 years, especially amongst kids. That could be another reason why this age group has higher hospitalization rates. Remember, everyone age 6 months or older can get the flu vaccine. All my kids have gotten it so far. It's not only the best way to protect against the flu, but vaccination can also prevent serious outcomes in folks who still end up getting sick with the flu. And that's what's important. You may still get the flu, but you decrease hospitalization and, importantly, death. And that's what we got to remember.
So this combo vaccine may be a good thing.
100%. I think people need to really look at it and get vaccinated. People have just, not done it. And I talked to one of my staff, and they said they're not getting their kids vaccinated for the flu. And I said, you've got to do it, especially this year with all the illnesses that are coming together.
All right, Dr. Nandi, we appreciate you always.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. And if you have a health question for the good doctor, you can email him at drnandi@askdrnandi.com or send it to us on Facebook or Twitter, and we'll get it right to him.